Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Once again, it is time to talk about Royal Selangor. This company does amazing pewter work, amazing pewter statues. And they have a Marvel license, a Marvel collection that looks terrific. They have done stuff also for DC, but they have released recently a new Iron Man that looks really, really good. Very classy depiction of Iron Man. And I want to look at it. I want to talk about it. I want to break it down for you. Now, for that reason, I'm here at the website, at the Royal Selangor website. Also, we're going to look at Sideshow because they're distributors here in North America. But before we get into the Iron Man statue, I want to talk about another Iron Man statue that is a life-size piece based on the Avengers Endgame. And I'm telling you, this is not for everyone. This is for the rich and famous for sure. It is super expensive, but I think it looks cool. So I want to really look at it. I want to show it to you. Perhaps you have the funds for it. The price for this is $21,900. That is crazy. $22,000 plus shipping. Again, this is a life-size replica, so it is tall. The height for this is 215 centimeters, so it is over 2 meters. For those who are unfamiliar with the metric system, it is over 6 feet tall, including the base. Now, the base alone, you're looking at the height of 21.5 centimeters, and the width and the depth, you're looking at 97.5 by 97 centimeters, so it is close to a meter both ways. I want to read some of the information here very quickly. It's presented as a 1:1 scale, so it is a life-size scale. The superbly detailed fiberglass replica of Tony Stark's Mark 85 suit features a metallic coating of fine pewter to mimic its underlying exostructure, with armor pieces coated in brass and copper. The Infinity Stones in the suit's nano gauntlet, its eyes, chest, our reactor, as well as its gauntlet repulsor nuts are fitted with LED lights. Now, we need to point out that this piece is a partnership between Royal Selangor and Beast Kingdom. Beast Kingdom is a company that produces a lot of toys and collectibles around the world, but primarily they're well known in Asia. All right, now let's look at some of these pictures here. Not a fan of the way they have the pictures here that's set up, but we can look at it. Now, I'm telling you, with the fiberglass material, that makes it hollow. At the same time, do you really want to have this made out of, a metal, completely out of metal? That will be super, super heavy. And I'm telling you, it will cost $100,000 or something ridiculous like that. I still think that $22,000 is a bit ridiculous for something like this. But for some people, it's just the ultimate definition of Iron Man. And I think they have done a terrific job with it, for sure. And I would prefer just to go, if I have to choose a life-size statue, I would definitely go for the actual colors, for the red and the yellow and the metallic colors. This is for the ones that they have the disposable income. They have enough money to spare that they don't care about anything. They want the ultimate thing, whatever it is, and even if it's not the best looking thing. Not saying that this is bad looking, because it is really nice looking. You have the Infinity Stones there and the gauntlet, which is interesting the way they portray, because he wasn't like that on Endgame. Now, $22,000 good, that's just a matter of perception. I would not spend that kind of money. I would not spend that kind of money in anything. Although when you come to think of it, everything that you own, all the statue, you're a statue collector, if you add everything you have spent over the years, then definitely adds up. You definitely have the money for it. But it's cool. I think they did pretty good with it. They could have even done it just as, instead of just going for a full statue, they could have done a buzz, and I think still would be doing well. All right, now we're moving on to Sideshow, so we can look at the start of this video, which in my opinion is the one that most people are interested on. Not everyone has $22,000 to spare on a life-size statue. But this is a classic depiction of the character, and I feel that a lot of people are looking at this one. Now, you have two different versions. You have the regular, which is the one we're looking at, the silver one, and you have a limited gilt edition, which is the golden version. They're really running out because there are only 200 pieces for the gilt version, and they are 800 pieces for the silver version. I actually like the silver more than the gilt, but if you want something unique, I think, then you go for the gilt version. Even the cover and the back, which is, of course, Invisible Iron Man 96, it is different. So, just keep an eye on that. Pay attention to that. This one is almost sold out as usual. Now, the price for the gilt version, as you can see, is $780. So it's not cheap at all. Some people will say, why so expensive? Well, because it is pewter, and pewter is always expensive. And the same we can say for this one is $500 for the regular. I really like the colors on the cover, so I really love that of this version. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this particular cover, this is a 1977 issue. The art of the cover was done by Al Milgrom. So it is a classic depiction of Iron Man. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know why they chose this one over any other covers that have been done in the past. You know, if you ask me what would be the most iconic covers for Iron Man, there's plenty out there that I would have chosen. You can say the Iron Man #1, the cover by Gene Colan, that's an option. You have the Iron Man #80 by Jack Kirby, that's another iconic cover. You have Iron Man 100 by Jim Starlin, that's iconic. And my favorite would be Iron Man #126 by Bob Layton. When you think about iconic covers, those come to mind first, then this one. But they decided to go with this one. Perhaps it's a license issue here. Perhaps it's because the licensor, you know, some of the artists are involved. You have to pay royalties in some ways. Maybe it was cheaper to go with this one. I don't know. But the thing is this, they chose this one. Still, it's looking cool. It's just not the most iconic cover. Now, if you look at the picture, let's look at the pictures here. I really like it. I like the simplicity of the base, and they've been using the same type of base. I feel that Iron Man looks really cool. As you can see, it has some battle damage there, and they really did it good. It's not necessarily 100% a representation of that cover. They used the cover in the background, and Iron Man, of course, is looking very, very different. But it is very close to it. It's just that classic suit. But it looks really, really great, in my opinion. And here you can see there's not really that many pictures to look at. We're gonna look at the Guild version. Maybe there are more pictures here. Yeah, it's the same version in so many ways. The cover, it's in black and white. And that's the reason, I think it makes this shine better. And that's the reason why they have it with the Guild. It makes it stand out. Although I love the silver because of the color background. I really like that. But it's the same sculpt. There's no differences in the sculpt. Actually, the golden really makes it shine better, of course, because of the treatment to the metal and the way it shines and the weathering in that metal. It looks really, really neat for sure. And look at that. I really like this one. And we don't have really a picture of the background. Let me go back to Royal Selangor's website. I'm going to show you this so that way you have a better idea, because they didn't show it there. But I'm going to show you what it's in the back for those who are unfamiliar. When you look at the piece, like this is for the side. Really cool, as you can see. Interesting. But in the back of that piece, you have your number. You have the date, production. This is a 00, so this is a prototype. But it tells you, which I love that. I love that it has the date, the number of the issue where he was taking the inspiration from, and it gives you a, you know, a bio of the story that happened there, which is super, super cool. These are amazing pieces. I love this. These are releasing according to Sideshow on this. The expected delivery time is going to be between May and July of 2021, so it's really, really soon. So you need to act fast. It is not the most iconic cover, but I think they did a terrific job on really doing this and really portraying that. I did not mention this. The people that work on this piece, you're looking at illustrator Alan Quah, and also you got the sculptor Gene Ong. He is the person that has been doing all the different statues for this collection, and he is also a terrific sculptor. So I'm telling you, they did a terrific job. I like it. It's pricey. It's not for everyone, of course, you know, but if you are into this very classy depiction, I would say go for it. There's nothing more classier than Pewter, in my opinion. All the statues nowadays are made out of polystone. They're made out of different fibers, plastics, and stuff that they don't last forever. They're not meant to last forever. Yes, you know, they can last up to a certain amount of time, but they're very easy to break. They're damageable. There's a lot of things that happen with them. They need a lot of maintenance. With Pewter, you don't have that problem. And that's the reason why Pewter has been, for generations, has been a material that a lot of people have loved to collect. And there's so many classic statues of Pewter. You can go through the ages and you're gonna find Pewter. So it is a fantastic material, one that lasts for, you know, it can last for a lifetime if necessary. So I would say that they're amazing. The price is steep, yes, but you are owning something that is very special for sure. So in my opinion, it's good if you have the funds for it, if you have the means for it, and it will look so classy on your desk, in any type of display where you don't want it so crowded with statues. You want something just to stand out. I think it will be so good in your office. It will be so good in a particular place in the house where you want to have not so much distraction, but you want something there to remind you of your passions, which I think this is perfect for that. But what is your opinion? What do you think about him? Do you like Pewter? Are you a fan of this collection? Let me know in the comments below. But before I go, please don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are in the description. Also consider supporting me financially through Patreon. Everything you do to help really allows me to produce more content for you. My friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.